Goodness gracious, I'm live. I mean, yeah. Gonna keep being live. Look at that. I'm still live. What do you know? Alright. So I didn't have a lot of time between streams to work on my hardcore world. I did a little bit more of digging this down. So that kind of happened. I did ultimately make the decision that I want to dig it down to this level here. So just nice and flat, and then the top of the creeper farm will probably end up just being the top of the highest of the hills. But I still might change my mind on that eventually and just, well, I think it'd probably be a good high point. Maybe. I might move it. I still might move it. But yeah, so today I do definitely want to get a little compactor put into the gold farm. A little redstone compactor, like we've got, over yonder, making some bamboo. I think I've got all of the things that I need for it. So, I think we can just go ahead and pick up my... Oh, I think I do actually need some more hoppers, probably. Which, has my dirt somewhere? There's dirt here. There's smooth stone here. Also, sorry that I'm late. I did a teensy bit of grocery shopping, and then when I got home, I started trying to get my stream stuff set up, and it just decided to, like, my monitor decided to absolutely just freak out on me. And so I reset, well, not reset, what's it called? I updated my graphics drivers, and that did definitely seem to help. Because, you know, before I updated my graphics driver, I, like, straight up, I had all my streaming stuff open, and I opened Minecraft, and it, like, it was real weird looking. It was, like, Minecraft was open on, like, the side, the bottom, and, like, the left side of the screen, and then, like, the middle of my screen was just showing, like, my desktop still, and it was a whole mess. But so I went grocery shopping, got home, had to put my groceries away, and then I was like, oh yay, I can at least start streaming before 9. And then that didn't happen. So this is gonna be a bit of a chill stream because I only have about 1 hour until it's, like, quiet time at the apartment complex. Not that my neighbors ever seem to adhere to that either, so I don't care that much, but... you know. Anyway, this should have some in it. Yeah. This should give me a decent amount of chests with which to make hoppers. Chests are basically the main reason that I made this bamboo farm. Is to make decent amounts of chests, so... those in there, that should hopefully be enough, but we'll see. I'm just making the compactor today for the redstone, or not redstone, for the gold ingots, so I'm not, like, or at least I'm not gonna try to set up piglin bartering today. We're gonna see maybe how easy that's gonna be to do. Because it could end up being something that I'm like, oh, that's gonna be really easy to do, and then I'll just do it. Oh, I did make these two. These two on the sides. That is one thing that I did off camera. As I finished these two sides and I changed my minecart track so that it does actually hit everything. So when this harvests, up here with the observer, so when this harvests and this observer goes off, then it'll harvest all 4 of these little modules, and the minecart will hopefully pick up everything before it despawns. I haven't really super tested that part yet. But, yeah. So, I suppose we can head off to the nether. Though I do want to make more of these. And I just wanted to look at that real quick. It's so nice. I like it a lot. I want to actually come up here and, like, texture this and, like, shade it. See if I can figure out a way to shade it that doesn't look super bad. Ow. But I do want to figure out something of a floor for Raven's Reach. Because Raven's Reach is gonna be basically my storage room. So what I want is like a grand, like, entry hall type thing. And then probably, I mean, maybe like a big staircase that'll go up, and then there will be like a level above, and that will start chests on chests on chests for storage. So, I do believe I'm going to put all of this iron back in here. And pick this up. Don't think I need to pick that up. I may need some blocks. Which, I mean, you know, smooth quartz that I can get for basically free from villagers. Might as well. I can actually go get more of that now. I'm trying to build up enough emeralds to make a beacon pyramid. Oh, and I built this as well. Going down this way, getting distracted super easily, but I think this is actually going to be the extent of my trading hall. It's going to be like this side, and then around this way, and then this side's going to be Fletchers and librarians. I don't think there's going to be, like, a ton of librarians that I need, because I'm really just going for the librarians for the books that you can't get from the enchantment table. So, like mending, the trident enchants, which I want to get a trident, but today's not the day for that. Maybe next week. What? May or may not be enough blocks. Okay. I think I have enough comparators. I should hopefully only need one compactor. I think the compactor reacts fast enough that it'll be fine. But I mean, we'll find out. If it breaks, then I'll have to fix it. If there happens to be Crimson Forest close enough to my gold farm that I could reasonably spawn piglins, I might try to make a bartering setup happen. We'll see. But this... now, this guy needs to move. And this guy needs to move. And really, I mean, all of these need to move. Lorenzo to boss. Friends, please remind the streamer that they're doing well to serve the best and are loved and needed in the world. Aw, thank you very much. Also, welcome to the stream. Always nice to have people here. I think destroying these will not break my sorter. They will not. Yes. Okay. This would be so much easier to do with the platform, but it's okay. I do realize that sometimes when I'm a little bit lower energy, I sound like I'm, like, sad or angry or something. I promise that I'm not. I'm just kind of, like, trying to keep the volume down. Because, you know, apartment living. Okay, so... I am definitely gonna have to remember how this is supposed to go. I might have to look it up again. Maybe I will remember. I need comparator, I need bulb, I need crafter, I need observer, I need dust. I need a button. I don't think I need a torch. Okay, I think that is all the things I need, but we will see. We will learn together if it's all the things I need. So, say I want this to spit down. Okay. Goodness gracious. I have so much stuff in my inventory that doesn't need to be in it. Because I did not bother to clean out my inventory before I came all the way here. Okay, so... Oh, I need hoppers is the thing that I forgot to grab. Hoppers! Okay. This is gonna need to go into, like, a shulker box loader, which I don't really know how to build. But I do think I'm gonna have to go if I want this to spit down, it's gonna have to go. No, I want it to spit down. Okay, so I want you to spit down. Boop. Okay, and that will go in there. Whoa, here they come. Okay, and so this guy Ooh. Ooh, I'm not entirely sure if this design is gonna be cool with the crafter spitting down. We shall see. Because here goes thing, observer, thing, other crafter. This crafter. And there will be an observer out from that, and an observer out from that. This one, not an observer, a comparator. I don't know, comparators are kind of like observers, right? A little bit, maybe. Oh, I have to put that in for below. There we go. Bulb goes underneath the sky. Bulb needs to be turned on. And then... don't know. I don't remember how the signal gets back up to this guy. Goodness gracious, I am gonna have to look it up. Crap. Redstone compactor. Oh, crafter. I should have taken like a screenshot of it. Yeah, I can't find this design. Oh, goodness. I think it's T-Sarge. Hi, T-Sarge. I hope you're doing well today. I am trying to find the autocrafter thingy that I built because I simply cannot. I might have to, like, fly back to where I was and figure it out. Maybe it's, Oh yeah, because this needs to be all these. That needs to be on, and that's gonna output a redstone signal. Does it need to be a torch? I feel like that's weird. Hold on, let me pull my... There we go. I am doing well, T-Sarge. I'm doing a little bit of a lower energy thing today, just because... I got to start streaming late, and so I didn't want to do anything that would result in, like, big screaming or yelling or whatever, you know. Because apartment living is kind of a thing. Okay, so... No. Man, I'm gonna have to fly. I'm gonna fly back home and have to see how this works. Because I do not remember. Whoa. Yeah, and that gas is gonna die. A horrible, painful death. Actually gonna wait for it to die. Nice. Now I can go back into the overworld. Okay, I have to go look at this. Okay. Oh, so these do have redstone torches directly underneath them, so I can't really make it spit down. Which is unfortunate. So yeah, it's a comparator out from the bulb into a block. But I am gonna have to change the direction my crafter is facing, which is sad. But what can you do? Yeah, okay. Okay. So this is gonna have to... I'm probably gonna have it spit... maybe this way? Yeah. And then I can do... out from this... and that. Okay. Should be able to make it function. Oh, well... sometimes things like that happen. That, and there. Okay, so when this fills up with nuggets, it should spit ingots into here. And we can go test that. I'm going and sitting up here for just a second. Gotta sit at the AFK spot. Okay, well that did a lot more damage than I expected. Free cam is a wonderful thing. We can go watch this work while I take a bit of a drink. I've been trying to learn new miniature painting techniques because that's something that I do, and I may or may not make a channel point redeem for something related to that later. Something like I have to show y'all like a work in progress or something like that. Currently working on this little plague doctor, which is for a competition that I go to with my dad and my uncle every year around about August time. So I have this plague doctor that I'm working on, and then there's like 2, maybe 3 other models that I want to try and paint for this, but I'll see if I get all 3 of them done. Okay, let's go more back to myself and go down here, see. Oh, hello, Piglin. This is actually quite fortuitous. Hold on. No, okay. Okay, well. Hey! I successfully distracted him. So this is what I want to do. Is, the guy will pick up, yeah, and then he'll throw things at me. Oh, well. I should probably put on my chest plate for this. Where are all my golden carrots? You know what? It's fine. I have plenty of golden apples. Hello, sir. Come in here, please. Yes. Now you can stay in there. I probably need to name him. Yeah, he's gonna despawn if I don't name him. I'm not prepared for the whole piglin bartering nonsense yet, so I'm gonna just slay him. Okay, well, let's put the wings back on then. Okay, so this is gonna just make, you know, it's just gonna keep making things. It should make one now, actually. Yeah, look at that. So whenever I AFK here, it will make things, and then I basically just need, like, a shoulder loader for this one, I think. But I guess for now, I think I'm probably just gonna do ye old just put more chests here. That is the universal solution to every problem. Just put more chests there. If you ever have storage issues, just more chests is the solution. I would like to know where that ghast is. Oh, dang it. Because this thing is gonna back up on rotten flesh, like, way before it backs up on gold ingots. So. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want it to go all the way to the ground, but can't really do that. Okay, well, I've got this to where it will do that, which is the main thing that I wanted to do. The only other thing I can really do is start working on, like, the storage system for all of the piglin bartering stuff, but I can't do that until I have more chests. And I will get more chests from the bamboo farm. And so, since the bamboo farm is my ticket to being able to do more things, I am gonna go hang out in the overworld. We're gonna grab that, and not that, actually. That can stay here. Something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit is do a little bit of achievement hunting, so I think that we're gonna do a little bit of achievement hunting. Because I have fun doing that, and it's something that I probably have a ton of, like, little achievements that are things that I can just knock out real quick. Of course, after I kind of sort out my inventory. And a lot of that will probably be happening in and about the general vicinity of my bamboo farm, and so that can be running while I do those things. Now, also, I do kind of want to... No, goodness gracious, fine, I won't do that right now. Alright. Down here. Oop. Let's put all the smooth quartz back. Well, that's not smooth quartz. Some of the smooth quartz is in my redstone box. I know that one of the achievements I am going to need to have it be night for, so... and have it be night after having not slept for a lot of nights, because it has to do with phantoms. It's this one. I gotta put these here. Boop, boop, boop. And wherever the heck my golden carrots went. Right in here. Of course they did. Of course they went in here. Alright. I don't have much in the way of a sorting system, but I at least have something that is passable enough to use. Okay, so we look at the advancement screen for this, and I think the first one, I just have everything here. I think the only thing that I can do here is, like, the end again, but that might actually be in a different... It might be in this one now. The end again. Respawn the Ender Dragon. I could prepare for that. Like, I just need gas tears and obsidian. Which I should have in spades. Gas tears... There's obsidian somewhere. Oh, there's only obsidian right there. I don't know if I have everything I need to do this. And... crystal... Oh, it's glass and an Eye of Ender. So I don't need obsidian, which is good. I need to place it on obsidian, but that has no bearing on when I'm not placing it in the end. I think I've got 3 Eyes of Ender. I need 4. Just make a ton of Ender crystals right now. Because why not? Oh, and I need glass. Just only there, and... go get some glass. I'm letting it be night because I need phantoms to spawn. That should be plenty of glass. Ooh, I need a good crossbow if I'm waiting for the phantoms to spawn anyway. Crossbow. I have a crossbow that's over here, I think. I have a crossbow, and it's probably not a good crossbow, but I can make it a good crossbow. Yep. Okay. Crossbow. Any more crossbows? Anywhere. Cause like I also, can you get 2 birds, 1 arrow with a firework explosion? Because that might actually technically be like the most efficient way to do that. I don't know. Well, we're gonna make a bunch of these because I can. And when I go to do that, I will need to remember to look at the dragon through a spyglass. Because we're not fighting the dragon again tonight. I don't think that will be a wise idea. But I do want to throw a little 30 enchant on this crossbow, and I probably want to make another crossbow. What? Hell, hello. Like, I don't know what you need to make a crossbow. Probably iron, probably wood. Okay. Oh, be gone, bot. Be gone. Okay. I know I need a tripwire hook. I need a stick for tripwire hook. Tripwire hook. Okay, and crossbow. There we go. It's a very complicated crafting recipe. Okay. Well, I need lapis. Okay. Lapis. I thought I had a ton of it in here. Oh, I do. And I have plenty of levels, so... Piercing 4, quick charge 2, unbreaking 3. I think quick charge goes up to 3. Oh, well, that's lame. Just piercing 4. Aw. You can give me a better enchant than that. Piercing 3, unbreaking 3. No. There you go. Piercing 4. No, I need something better than just piercing 4. Piercing 4 and breaking 3. No. Still not good enough. Can crossbows... Can you put infinity on crossbows? No. Man, this is lame. Just piercing 4. No. I'm actually about to get under 30 levels for, like, the first time since I, like, first got all my enchanted gear. Goodness gracious. Multi-shot? I don't think you can have quick charge and multi-shot. Oh, you can. But can you not have multi-shot and piercing? I think you can't have multi-shot and piercing. Alright, well... Need to go trade with villagers. I really need to not, need to not sleep. I don't know if my villagers are going to be able to be traded with. Also, these guys have somehow not become normal villagers yet. I know that they're... Wait. Oh, no. I didn't start them... I didn't start them going, that's why they haven't converted yet. Okay, well I guess I'll have to do the melons and pumpkins. Wish I could build the melon compactor for this. I don't know if I actually bothered to make sure that I got all farmers with pumpkins. I think I just, like, happened to get all farmers with a pumpkin trade. Oh, excuse me. Oh, well. So if I want to get prepped for being able to do piglin bartering, I am gonna need a ton of chests, a ton of hoppers, and just like a bunch of comparators and repeaters, because it's basically just gonna be a big, like auto-sorting to sort between all of the things that they barter for. Or at least all of the things that they barter for that I actually want to bother to keep. Which mainly is going to be Blackstone, Gravel... And once I have one Soul Speed book, that's really all I care to have, because that's, like, all I really need. One Soul Speed 3 book. All I really desire. Well... I've got farmers over here that I can trade with, too. They're not, cured farmers. Okay. Ow. I didn't think I'd smack into that hard. Okay. I have, like, one more try. There we go. Where's that skeleton? There's a skeleton somewhere, like, really close. He's probably up above. May not rest now, the bed is too far away. That's okay. Is it a skeleton in, like, a... Yo, where is he? That's interesting. Yeah, there's definitely a skeleton somewhere. Yo, where's he at? I don't know. I don't know where this mystery skeleton is. Maybe he's down here. No, there's nothing down here. Oh, oh. Maybe there is something down there. Oops. Well, that's fine. I don't know where he is, and that means he doesn't know where I am, hopefully. Yeah, that's fine. All I gotta do is combine these two crossbows. Probably maybe like this. No, this way was cheaper. Still piercing 4, so I guess piercing 4 is the max. Quick charge 3, unbreaking 3. So let's see. I'll have 17 arrows, okay. Because it needs to be piercing. It does absolutely have to be piercing. Because a piercing crossbow will actually go through multiple animals. Or multiple phantoms. Because it's 2 birds, 1 arrow. I've only ever gotten that achievement one other time, and it is quite difficult to get that. Let's see. Looks like not quite about to pop. I mean, it all depends on how fast this guy decides to grow. So, like, if everything is all the way at the top when he finally decides to grow up, then that's fine. Or if he, like, grows all the way up at the top and everyone else is still at the very bottom, then tough luck. If I do see that my minecart is struggling, then I will probably change it so that there's a minecart on this side and a minecart on this side instead of one minecart handling all 4 modules. But we will see about that. That is a thing that I will have to keep an eye on. So, I'm not doing anything in the end today, but we did kind of prepare to do that. I'll probably do that in the next stream. If I hopefully get, or maybe next week I'll do a Friday. I'll do a Minecraft on Friday. Instead of Stardew. I'll do a Minecraft Friday next week so that I can do the Ender Dragon again. And maybe I'll make that like a special stream and I'll do the Ender Dragon and then I'll see if I can like get shulkers into the overworld for eventual future shulker farm shenanigans. And then you need a mint, so I can finish those in the end. Adventure, I think, is the big one where there's just a lot of stuff, and also Nether. Is there some stuff for the Nether? This boat has legs. Take a strider for a long ride on a lava lake in the overworld. What? That's interesting. That's a newer one. Interesting. And then rescue a ghast from the Nether, bring it safely home to the overworld, and then kill it. Which would be relatively easy to do with I could, like, futz with my ghast farm to make it so that I can pick up a ghast on, like, a minecart or something. Charge a respawn anchor to the maximum. Hello, McGee Art. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Doing good? That's good. So, a respawn anchor. I need crying obsidian for that. And I think glowstone? If I am remembering correctly? I can buy glowstone from my, clerics. Over yonder. I don't think it's just... I think I need more than just one. don't know what all I need to make a respawn anchor. Oh, there we go. So now I need glowstone to charge it. I don't, like, need a respawn anchor because I'm in hardcore. And if I put it in the overworld, then it will explode, so we're not doing that. He gets to die. Okay, so we'll have a respawn anchor, and maybe I'll put it right here. Put it here. Fill it with glowstone. Not quite 9 lives. I only have 1 life. And then we'll put the ochre frog light on top. Cool. That part's done. There we go. Okay, next up is... Ooh, Fury's Cocktail. Every potion effect applied at the same time. This is going to probably be its own stream. We're not doing that today. Uneasy Alliance? I could do Uneasy Alliance, like, pretty easy, I think. Take a strider for a long ride on a lava lake in the overworld. How long of a ride? 'Tis the question. Alright. So a brush. I don't know how to make a brush. Oh, there it is. Copper stick feather. I have feathers. I don't have sticks. Copper stick brush. Okay, so now I think I need to find like one of those underwater temple dealies to brush some suspicious sand. I think those underwater temple thingies are generally a lot easier to find than, like, the trail ruins. Oh, see, there's one, like, right there. Hopefully I don't get tridented. Oh, that's some suspicious gravel. What is that? It's a piece of coal. What was that called? Respecting the remnants. Oh, there's a chest here. A fishing rod with mending? Dang, Dang it. There we go. Alright. Well, since I'm flying, let's check our achievements again. Okay, so I've done this. Make a decorated pot out of 4 pottery shards. I think I only have 2. Star Trader. Okay. Hold on. I don't know if I want to do Star Trader right now. I don't think I want to do Star Trader right now. I could, though. Deal 50 hearts of damage in a single hit using the mace. That's not happening yet. Scrape a copper bulb with an axe to make it brighter. Okay. I think I have a partially sad copper bulb, if there's not one over here. Ow. Oh yeah. Look at that. Lighten up. We have these easy advancements that just teach you mechanics of the game that are just things that I haven't done in the specific manner in which they require. Okay. So... kill a breeze with a deflected breeze shot wind charge. That's not happening yet. Use a wind charge to launch yourself upward 8 blocks. See, I don't know how to do that. I tried. I think I can make wind charges. So I have 12 breeze rods. I can make wind charges, and I know that you can, like... yeah, that's way more than 8 blocks. If I'm wearing... does it not count if I'm wearing an elytra? I'm so confused. Oh, no, I don't want to sleep. Ew. Yeah, no, I don't know how that works. Does it have to be, like, multiple? Does it have to be one of those where... okay, hold on. Hold on. I need multiple dispensers. I need more dispensers than this. Okay. And... cobblestone. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I need redstone. Well, I can put this back. Okay, dispenser. Okay. So... dispenser. Nope. Dispenser. No! Dispenser. And pressure plate. Okay. Beautiful. So now, does one of these make 2, or it does make 4? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah! Who needs rockets? Who needs rockets when you're a redstone genius? I don't want your stupid broken shoes. Mr. Zombie. Mr. Zombie Bombie. Ah, okay. I could make some, like, small farms. I could make a moss farm. Moss farm would be good. I could also make more to-do lists. Riveting content. Peanut rates to-do lists. Yo, can y'all stop? Oh, it went. So, like, I don't know if it harvested everything or if it just... Are we still... No. It made almost a full extra stack? That doesn't seem like... That doesn't seem like enough, really. Oh, well, you know, sometimes that happens. I mean, I guess if it's a 9 bamboo per, maybe I need more modules. I'll have to wait until the next time it pops. I get 16 chests per stack of bamboo, which is not that bad. And, I mean, like, once I have all the chests I need, I'm not hardly gonna need I'm not hardly gonna need bamboo anymore unless I decide to build with it for whatever reason. Alright. Not options. Achievements. Advancements. Alright. Look, we've done this. Who needs rockets? Read the power signal of a chiseled bookshelf using a comparator. I can do that. How do I make a chiseled bookshelf? Ah, indeed. That works. The chiseled bookshelves are all the same, so... Boom. Chiseled bookshelf. Comparator. The power of books. There's no books in there, though. Sort my inventory just a little bit. Okay. I need to plug my phone in so it doesn't die. Give me just a second. I'm not actually leaving, I'm just backing up a tiny bit to Put plug in phone. And that's fine. Plug is in phone. No. Bat. I can't hit the bat. Eh. Easily distracted. Easily distracted, Peanut. There's a zombie here. You know what? I can shoot you with a crossbow, bro. Or a regular bow. My regular bow is gonna kill you a little faster. Oh, I did line up all my cats. I don't know if I did this... I did do this off camera, but I don't know if I did it before the last stream or before this stream. But I did line all of the, like, one of each of the cat varieties that I have. So I think I have 9 of them. So 3, 6, 9. I need 11 total? I think. We'll find out, because it's here somewhere. Fall from the top of the world to the bottom of the world and survive. Doable, just really difficult. Throw a trident at something. Note, throwing away your only weapon is not a good idea. Kill one of every hostile monster. What have I not killed? Oh, it's the raid. I think it's the raid. Because the raid has... No, because I think there's only one monster that spawns in raids that I haven't killed. Elder Guardians and Guardians are one, so... Elder Guardian... Guardian... an Endermite. A Ravager. I haven't killed a Phantom yet. I don't think. My brother moved back in, lol. He just got back from having his phone fixed. Oh. He just got back from having his phone fixed at, like... Oh, wait, you don't live in the same time zone as me, do you? So it's, like... It's probably, like, 9 or 8 for you or something instead of 10 p.m. Like, I don't know of many phone repair shops that are open till 10 p.m. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have killed a warden. I killed the warden in my last stream. If you missed that, I think it's still available on my Twitch. If it isn't, it will be on my archive channel 1-2 Peanut on YouTube. Earlier today he got his screen replaced after falling on it, then at 8:40 he rushed out because it wouldn't start and the store took 3 hours replacing the battery and screen. Oof. The battery inflated and busted both ends, literally exploded. That's crazy. I got my screen fixed like a week or 2 ago. For like $200. But I was like, you know, my phone is still working perfectly fine, and I would rather keep a phone working that is working perfectly fine than take my chances buying a new phone and have it go out in like 3 years because of planned obsolescence. Anyway, I can probably... Let's see. Statistics. Mobs. I've killed bats. I have killed breezes. I have killed cats. Oh, but it's hostile mobs. How have I killed creaking? I don't know how I've killed creaking. Oh, I have apparently killed one endermite. Apparently I have killed an endermite. 4 evokers, 5 frogs. I have killed a lot of hoglins. He has an iPhone 10. Yeah, no, I always opt for Androids. I find that they are significantly more, Oh, it's 11. Oh, you're on the East Coast. Okay. I always get Android because you can get into them. Yeah. Like, my only gripe with Android, is that as someone who is hearing impaired, Apple and Google phones are, like, Apple and Google Pixel phones are 100% always compatible with my hearing aids. Androids are not, like, there are some Androids, particularly like brand new models, that will sometimes not be compatible with the app that I need to connect my hearing aids to my phone. Which I can't do because I have no way of, like, adjusting the volume on my hearing aids without it being connected to my phone. Apple makes repairs near impossible, and with that battery situation, they had to pry the screen off. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that Apple is kind of bad about, like, oh, if you need it repaired, well, and Apple, I've heard is really bad about the whole planned obsolescence thing. It's like, they purposely make it so that their phones will, like, crap out after, like, 2 or 3 years, so now you have to, like, go buy the new model. And what happened to Valheim? The resolution looks way more pixelated than usual. Bug, I'm so sorry. This is Minecraft, sir. Valheim is on Tuesdays. I am trying to see what hostile mobs I haven't killed yet, but I don't think it's gonna tell me what I haven't killed. It's probably the specialized mobs, I think. I have killed Vex. Okay, I was wondering if I had maybe not killed the Vex. How did I kill a sulfur cube? I didn't do that on purpose. Oh, no expanding storage either, so you gotta buy a new one if you're out and can't update? That sucks. Okay. Well. Let's see. I've gotta think of, like, hostile mobs that I haven't killed. I know the Guardian and the Elder Guardian, but we're not doing that right now. And the Ravager, which we're also not doing right now. More than likely, it's all of the, like biome-specific mobs. So, like, the strays and the... I've definitely killed husks. But, like, strays and... the, like, the parched in the desert. But, like, those are the only 2 that I can think of, and there's, like, 9 hostile mobs that I haven't killed. Okay, well, I can build an iron golem. I might as well, right? He can keep me safe. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Oh, wait, no! No, no, wait! This was a horrible idea! Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I was probably gonna end up doing that anyway. He dancing. Okay, you can stay over here. He'll probably eventually somehow catch sight of that guy and then just decide that he's gonna... not... that he's gonna just, like, sit in front of that guy for forever. Okay, well, these can go in here. Oh, I got a zombie villager head. Oh wait, I keep my 12 crafting tables on me, thank you very much. I could do with putting these in here. I really need to just figure out storage. Oh man, storage is becoming a nightmare. I really want to be able to just like throw a shulker box into a place and then not have to think about it. Yeah, okay. So, let's go up here and top up on rockets. Since I can. I need to fix that, but... so many things that I'm like, I'll just do it later. I'm just kind of milling about doing advancements, because that's what I want to do right now. Isn't it scoot? Get armadillo scoots from an armadillo using a brush. Oh, okay. So I think, oh, these have been harvested. Okay, I want to know that this is picking up everything before it despawns. It's picking up all those. And it picked up all those. And it's not okay. So it is picking up everything before it despawns. Which is good to know. That was like literally the main thing that I was worried about. No, darn it. For some reason, I think this bamboo farm is cursed. With like me trying to land on it. Yeah, see, look at that. Now this is gonna be making... yeah, it's just gonna keep doing that for a while. Alright, so... I think I can go over here. Well, I thought there was Savannah somewhere. Kinda near here, but I might be wrong about that. I might be thinking about a different world. A different Minecraft world. Oh, there's Savannah over here. Okay. See if I can... no, I didn't bring my brush. Now I've got to go back and get my brush. I've got to remember where I put my brush. Oh, I think it's in here. Yes, it is. Okay. Back to the Savannah. There's an armadillo. Oh, it just drops him. Oh, but it does go pretty quick. Oh, did I just throw a rocket on the floor? I did. What do you know? Okay. Advancements. We're very close. 2 birds, 1 arrow. Give a pillager a taste of their own medicine. Oh, I can do that. That's easy peasy. We can go do that right now. I have 16 arrows with which to give a pillager the taste of their own medicine. Ah, hello. No. Yeah, who's the pillager now? Stupid. I am the pillager now. Sweet, we're rapid fire achievementing. Once it becomes nighttime, I should hopefully be able to do this. Sticky situation. Jump into a honey block to break your fall. I can maybe do that. I think I've got honey blocks over yonder, over here. Doo-doo-doo. Honey blocks. Somewhere. Oh, honey block. Okay. This should be relatively easy to do. Because all I really have to do is put a bunch of them next to the wall and then jump off the wall and slide on the honey blocks. I can do like this. Oh, I can't jump though. Okay, cool. Now I can do this. Ow. Ow. Again. Now I can do this. No. Not like that. Okay, I think if I go... Yeah. Okay, hold up. Having slight difficulties. having just ever so slight difficulties. Okay, hold on. Because I should go out here and at least see if phantoms will spawn. I think I have not slept long enough that they should spawn. Maybe not. Maybe it needs to be one more day. Or, oh, it might be because I accidentally got in bed. I don't remember if just getting in bed resets it, or if it... Like, if I have to actually sleep. Well, that's unfortunate. So I guess we're back to the honey thing. Back to attempting the honey thing. Okay. And this guy. Boop. Boop. Oh, darn it. Goodness gracious. Getting a little spicy out here. Okay. Dang it. I'm having so much trouble. Should not be having this much trouble with this running into stupid honey blocks. Eh. There we go. Wait. That didn't count? I'm sad. I'm so sad that didn't count. Oh, I didn't know that the iron golems would attack, Enderman. Is there... Oh, for a second I thought there was obsidian in there. Oh, speaking of coal, I do have a lot of coal that I need to break down. That could be a fun project. Well, I say fun project. It could be a project. I'm gonna have a ton of coal when I make a, wither skeleton farm. Okay, there's nothing up here. I was worried that there might be monsters up here. But I did light it up. At least well enough. This is the coal tower. Oh, goodness gracious, there's so much more. Oh, okay, I'm finally out. This part's gonna take longer. 20 levels. And I'm getting to the point where I can go pick up any of the coal that fell. And might be... so much coal. There's so much coal. There's so much coal. Okay, let's go grab all this. And I do want to grab all the stuff that might have fallen down here. Because it may or may not despawn by the time I get all the way down. Okay. Coal blocks. Coal blocks for the coal block. Coal blocks for the coal chest. Okay. Let's try the stupid honey block thing again. No, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? Fine. Finish mining down the coal. Could I have done this off camera? Absolutely. But I kind of wanted y'all to be part of it. And, like, most of this coal I literally just got from the digging down of this. And I will probably get even more coal from the digging down of this. There, and there, and... I think there's some over there, and... There's probably plenty, there's one there, there's probably plenty that I still can't see. There's a lot of coal in that little mountain. I wonder if it'll give me a message in chat when my iron golem dies, like it does when a pet dies. Like when the iron golem that I actually built dies. Get all this coal. It's crazy. Should probably also convert these into blocks, just because. There we go. Alright, so now I need some blocks. Netherrack will work. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna even take my boots off. Okay. There we go. Freaking sticky situation. Look at all the trouble I had to go to actually get that to work. No, darn it. Bah, okay. No, darn it. It's so sad. Oop, there we go. Okay. And whatever ended up in any of these hoppers, if anything, nothing ended up in any of those hoppers. That's fine. That's okay with me. So I do kind of think. We're thinking. I was kind of thinking as I was mining down that coal, that perhaps we use Black Spear, since it's going to be pretty much just this thick the entire way up until it becomes fancier at the top. I think I might use this as a sort of silo storage, like a bulk storage, for things like, you know, like stone, diorite, granite, all of the things that you need large amounts of. Because I was trying to think of, like, I want to try and give every tower a job, but it might be difficult to do, because, you know, they're towers. And, unfortunately, Dawncatcher was gonna be where Crackle Bacon lived, but Crackle Bacon is no longer with us. He unfortunately died off camera, and it makes me so sad. I didn't even see it happen. I was like, I just noticed that I hadn't seen him in a while. And I came up here and I saw an iron golem that was walking around up here that was damaged. And then I'm like, oh, I had to Google if iron golems will attack zombified piglins, and they do. And so, Crackle Bacon is no more. Unfortunate. He did die. Yes, he got killed by an iron golem. At least I assume that he got killed by an iron golem. I mean, he either got killed by an iron golem or he's hiding really well. But I do know that iron golems will attack zombie pigmen, so that is probably most likely what happened. Which is so unfortunate. I will, at some point in the future, I will go on a quest to resurrect Crackle Bacon. But this is not the time for that. Perhaps in a YouTube video at a later date, we will go on a quest to resurrect Crackle Bacon. Okay, I do kind of think something like this would be really cool, like in Raven's Reach, to get all the way up to the top. Would not necessarily be how it works in the books, but it doesn't have to be. It has to be convenient for me, because I'm playing Minecraft and not living in an actual, like, fantasy world in that book. Although I guess I am living in an actual fantasy world playing Minecraft. Okay. Going back to the advancements thing. Craft trimmed armor at a smithing table. Oh yeah, I haven't trimmed my armor. I I don't think I liked any of the armor trims, though. Oh, I need my... Well, I have them over here. I need to trim my armor. I don't know exactly what armor trims I want. Well, I know for a fact that I want to use the crystals, the amethysts. Ooh, or maybe I want to use copper. Because copper gives, like, an orangey deal. I think I wanted to use the eye Was it I or oh maybe it was Spire? I think it was Spire. Okay, I need Purper for that, I think. Or Endstone? Maybe it's Endstone? No, Spire. It is Purper. Okay, well. Got Purper somewhere. I know you can make Purper, but I don't have any chorus fruit. Maybe I should do that. Is this about to pop? It is about to pop. Sweet. Yeah, I need a lot more of that. Okay. Wait, Purper. I think it's over here. Yes. Okay, I think I'm at least reasonably sure that Spire was the one that I wanted to use. So let's see. Ooh, I do kind of like that, but I don't think I like it on the copper. I don't think I like it with the copper, so we're gonna do it with the purple. With the, and with the shards, if I can find them. They're in here. Yeah, I like that better. Crafting a new look. Abso-freaking-lutely. We are crafting a new look. Okay, pants, the boots, and the hat. Okay, boots. I don't know what this one looks like. Oh, it is like a... No, I gotta stick with the purple, I feel like. Oh, I do like... I might do gold on the top. I might do gold on the head. I think I'll do gold on the head. I like that. Ow. Smack my face into things. Here we go. 1 gold. Mainly because I think it will kind of look a little bit like a crown. Or like a circlet. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That's freaking awesome. Look at that. Boom. Yeah. That's pretty cool, I think. I like it. Okay. Put the wings back on. Oh, no. The wings back on. Get back out of that F4. Let's see if I will spawn phantoms. Birds that would like to kill me, please spawn. I stayed awake just for you. Don't know how long it takes for them to spawn, and if, like, I have to be in the dark? No? Maybe one more day? Ooh. Ooh, we might be able to catch it. Let's see. I'll stand here while I drink my Dr. Pepper. And we can maybe watch this grow. Come on, grow. Come on, grow. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Come on, bamboo. Here, if I like this. Oh, there it went. There it is, picking everything up. Look at that. Wonderful. And now, oh, he shall sit here and unload for like ever. Okay. Put these back in here. These in there. Now I think I will build up my redstone reserves as we have done in the past. But I do need to go to the bathroom, so I am going to do that. I will be right back. Won't be too long. Hello, I am back. And hopefully I am good to go. Let's take those ochre frog lights out of there and put them in here instead. I think my occasionally useful things box, which for some reason has a lot of random crap in it. I mean, you know, emeralds are occasionally useful. I need brushes for this, I do believe. But for now, it is still occasionally useful. What if I do just go fight the Ender Dragon? No. Not happening. In lieu of getting super distracted again, I am going to grab this. I'm gonna go to the Nether. Because it doesn't look like phantoms are gonna be spawning tonight. So we're gonna go do some digging in the Nether. Because why not? My brother's phone actually isn't charging anymore. Looks like he'll need a wireless charger. Ooh. That is not great. Okay. So here's the deal with this, is that it's an irregular shape, which is quite annoying for this. Oh, so the fun thing is, I might actually be getting a promotion after all. The original promotion that I was going for was not, I did not get, unfortunately. But the same store wanted to talk to me about a different position that would be, like, the same level of promotion, which is kind of nice. So I'd be still I'd have the same, like, level of authority and still be making the same amount. I'd just be in a different position. That I guess the district HR manager thought that I was more qualified for than the position that I applied for. Which is fine, and they said that they would help me, grow into that position that I actually wanted in the first place, which is very nice. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna talk to their assistant store manager tomorrow. Fluff AJ. Thanks for the raid. That's awesome. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream. Please, if you got time, let me know how your stream went, and, let me figure out how to do this shout-out thing. Real fast. It's, Fluff AJ? I think that's, oh. Hold on. Welcome in, Raiders. I hope that you had a good stream. There we go. I've figured out how to do it. I don't have a ton of the fancy stream infrastructure in place yet, but we're working on it slowly. I'm working on my Nether Hub right now. Got a 661-day hardcore world going. I've spent most of my stream today doing, just doing, like, advancement hunting. Was a good stream. Played a little game called Avion Wren's Quest. I haven't heard of that. But hey, if you had fun, absolutely. And I do appreciate the raid. If you have to raid and run, don't feel bad. Just, you know, sometimes you gotta take care of yourself. And I hope that if you enjoy, you will stick around for a little bit. I'm kind of got more chill vibes today. I am more of a variety streamer. So I do play a lot of Minecraft, but I do consider myself to be a variety streamer first and a Minecraft streamer second. So on Sundays I play Minecraft, on Tuesdays I play Valheim, and then I was playing Stardew Valley on Fridays, but kind of not feeling the Stardew Valley recently, so I think I'm probably going to change that to doing Elden Ring on Fridays, so... but I do a variety of different things, mostly in the survival crafting and action-adventure, genres, and a little bitty bit of League of Legends. I'm not super great at that game, but I do enjoy it on occasion. So, you know, if you're, into any of that, thanks for the follow, Shelly. I hope I can just call you Shelly. I tend to just omit numbers from people's names, unless they tell me explicitly that they want me to say the numbers, but even then sometimes I won't, because there's a lot of syllables to say. And no problem for the shout out. I always love to shout out people that drop by with a raid. Shelly is just fine, awesome. Very cool. Also a bit more on the variety side of games, a bit of Minecraft, Pokemon, and random things in my game backlog. Ooh, so do you do, like, modern Pokemon, or do you do, like, emulator Pokemon? Because that's something that that's something that I've been thinking about doing, especially because recently, when the, what's it called? The new Rhythm Heaven game came out, and I was like, I want to see if I can stream that, but I have a capture card, but it's like a cheapo little capture card, and I don't know if it would be super well. But I also do, you know, like Monster Hunter, just you know, action-adventure type, type things. All that nonsense. Very excited for Onion Ring. I think you maxed out like 7 people in Stardew. Yeah, I did. Emulating right now since I don't have a capture card. Yeah, I looked into capture. I did a little bit of research on capture cards, and it looks like to get one that's even like half decent, it's like you're gonna be dropping almost $1,000, which is crazy. Like I have like a cheap one that I got at like Best Buy or something, I think. But, and I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, it's not that much, but it's like, that's what it felt like when I was looking at the prices. It's like $400 or $500 for like an actually good capture card that will give you like good video and audio quality, and I was like, I'm not dropping that kind of dough on something I'm only gonna use for like Pokemon and Bloodborne. But I do want to try and be able to stream Bloodborne before the movie comes out, because they are making a Bloodborne movie. I've seen some really high up their prices too. Def too rich for my blood just yet. Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, and you know that your audience wouldn't mind you not having like the best video quality, then I think that maybe it's worth it to get like one of the cheap ones. Like you can get like cheaper ones on Amazon for like, I think like under $100. And now like I haven't actually tried using my cheaper one yet. So I don't know for sure if it's gonna be great quality. It's the only thing that I've really tried to stream from a console recently is Bloodborne, and thankfully the PS5 actually has like a feature where you can just stream, directly from the PS5. Now if I do that, I don't get my fun little PNG tuber model. But, you know, sometimes that's fine. Sometimes I just want to fight monsters. Okay, I'm just in that kind of mood, you know? Especially when you work retail. Retail, yeah. It's not as bad as, like, Walmart. I work at a hardware store, so it's not as bad as, like, a Walmart or something, but it's still, like... I had the weirdest interaction with a customer today where I was talking to him about, like, getting his kitchen remodeled. And then it's like, he kept going off about how, like, the particular store that I work at is so unreliable because, like, nobody called him back. And I'm just like, dude, why are you here? Like... If you think we're so unreliable, why did you come here? But as far as, like, more stuff about me, I do some miniature painting. I am, you know, like Warhammer, D&D type stuff in that regard. And I am probably going to eventually have some channel point redeems that are like, show me a mini, or maybe show you something that I've worked on or something like that. Thanks for the follow, Fluff. Should I call you Fluff or AJ? Or either or. Whichever you prefer. Lots of physical work still, and customers can suck no matter the store. That is true. I have found that I mean, granted, I've only ever worked at hardware store retail and not like Walmart type thing. So I don't know about like the normal like retail, like grocery store side of things, but I figure that the customers are at least kind of a little bit better because a lot of it's like contractors and people that actually like want what you're selling and aren't like constantly complaining about prices. I mean, sometimes they complain about prices, but the fun thing about home improvement retail is usually when the people complain about prices, it's because it's actually because they're being cheap and not because prices are like ridiculous. This is exactly what I was hoping for. The open nether. Okay, I think that this is my stop, essentially. Either's good. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Hello. You are here, and I would like you to stop being here. Oh. This is here, too. That's fine. Okay. I can nip out some of this to make it a little bit more... a little bit less uniform, I guess, I'm going for less uniform, not more uniform. Okay, and I'm just gonna, like, knock out pretty much all of this. No! Don't do that. Yeah. Do that instead, please. Oh, so much netherrack. But yeah, I do some miniature painting. I'm mainly on the D&D side and less on the Warhammer side, because I'm not really into the wargaming stuff. I don't have the budget for that. But I feel like there are a lot of people that are into wargaming that don't have the... there are a lot of people that are into wargaming that don't have the budget for that. But I am not actually into the wargaming. I just like to paint the things. I like the art of it. And it's not like your conventional like canvas painting. It's almost like a coloring book, but it's not as boring as a coloring book. Cause like I get bored by coloring books. I like doing like creative, like visual creative stuff, but I get bored by like coloring books, and I don't have the patience for like getting good at drawing. Which is weird because it's like I say that I don't have the patience for getting good at drawing, and then I'll spend like hours and hours like glazing a miniature to make nice smooth blends. Warhammer is so pricey. Yes, it absolutely is. I'm just gonna like throw netherrack into the void. Not into the void. Okay, so this needs to go. But yeah, so I like the painting aspect. I don't necessarily... I used to play D&D, but like when I did play D&D, I only ever really played online, and so I didn't really have any like actual reason to paint the miniatures. I got into the hobby because my dad was painting miniatures for his when he was playing Adventure League at our local comic book store. He got into the miniature painting and then found out that, like, one of the big, like, miniature manufacturers, I think they're actually the official manufacturer for, Pathfinder, their factory is, like, maybe, like, a 30-minute drive from our house. Or, like, yeah, from my parents' house. It's still about a 30-minute drive from my apartment, too. And so he was like, oh, okay, well, we can go, and, like, he, like, made friends with a lot of the managers and stuff that worked there, and, he, like, volunteers with them for their events at conventions and stuff, and we go to their convention every year, which is at the, on Labor Day weekend. So it's a fun time. All around, generally just a good time. Okay, can I... Oh, yes. I may or may not have enough for this. Oh. Yeah. Be scared of me. Eh. Come back. Come back. Oh. There are things that would like to kill me. Yeah, them's just some angry piglins. Oh, hi! Okay, that works. Works, I suppose. Can't imagine being part of a nerd family. None of my family, aside from my nephews, play games. Oh man, I have the most nerd family. It's like, so my mom and my dad are, like, both different kinds of nerds, and then my brothers are both different kinds of nerds. And I kind of, like, just got all of it, and so I can, like, simultaneously be every kind of nerd. But yeah, so it's like, my dad is into, like, the D&D, and then, like, back in the day, he was into World of Warcraft. My mom was always the one that's been more into sports, and that kind of stuff. I'm out of gray glass. I need to get more gray glass. But yeah, my mom was always more into sports, and, in the vein of my mom being into sports, my mom plays Fortnite, like, every night religiously. And my mom was always kind of like a gaming nerd, even, like, back in the 80s when she was in high school. She told me about how she would go to the bowling alley and play Tetris until, like, 2 a.m. And I'm like, dang, I'd do that too. Like, if I was a teenager in the 80s, I'd probably spend hours playing Tetris at the arcade too. Or hours playing Tetris at the bowling alley too. And then, like, my dad and his brother, who is my uncle, were building computers, like, back in the 80s. I need to drink something. Not water. My Dr. Pepper. And then my uncle is like a software engineer type nerd. Like, he went into computer programming and stuff like that, and he's like He's like a department supervisor, some like senior manager for some big software company. My cousin does real estate and her son's a Sonic fan. That's the best I got. Yeah. That's like my mom's the one into sports, and she kind of got me into baseball, and so I am kind of a little bit into baseball. But other than that, and I also watched the World Cup final today, or at least like the 5 minutes of it that I could catch before I was supposed to go back out on the sales floor, while I was at work. So, but I was never really a sports fan, and then so my middle brother is like a huge video game nerd, and like particularly Nintendo. He's just like a huge Nintendo nerd, like Legend of Zelda and Sonic and Mario and all that. And then my youngest brother is just a huge musical theater kid, and so it's like I get a bit of everything. My mom played basketball and my brother did football, but I just like tennis. Asthma ended my career and I couldn't do track either. Oh no. I don't have asthma. I was in marching band in high school. I did a lot of dance, when I was younger, and then, like, up into high school. I have, like, probably about 16 years worth of ballet background, so, like, ballet and jazz. And... Ooh, I need emeralds. But yeah, because I did, like, ballet and jazz, and I did rhythmic gymnastics, and I did, and then in high school I was in color guard. So spinning the flags and the sabers and the rifles and stuff. Which was a very fun time. I quite enjoyed doing that. And I still do, like, you know, if you were to put a flag in my hand and be like, do all of the, like, show me a technique that you learned in high school, I would probably be able to do that. But I am the one in my family, I'm the one in my family that became a reader. Because, like, my dad is, like, kind of a reader. And then my mom has, like, I think the last thing that she ever actually read was 50 Shades of Grey. Which I have not read that, but I am, like, a huge, like, sci-fi fantasy reading nerd. My dad did get me to read, Dune, which I do not regret because Dune is really good. And I would highly recommend, the recent movie is really good. At least the first part. I haven't seen the second part. But the recent movie is really good. But I did go to see... I did not read the whole series. I've only read the first book, but I do plan on reading at least the initial, like, trilogy. Because I've heard that the initial trilogy is good and then it gets bad. But I've also heard that only the first book is good and then it gets bad, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. 50 Shades of Grey is, I think, is Baby's first book. Worst Baby's first book. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not the first thing that my mom ever read because, you know, she went to high school in the 80s when they actually had to read books in high school. Although, I mean, there were definitely some things that I had to read as part of, like, school stuff that was, like, definitely not appropriate for the grade level that I was at. Like, I'm pretty sure when I was in 5th grade, we read an unabridged version of A Midsummer Night's Dream, and I went back and reread it later and was like, what? And then I have, like, this vague memory of when I was in 8th grade in pre-AP, over the summer we had to read October Sky. And there's a scene in the book October Sky, which is a memoir, and I don't remember whose memoir it is. I think it's really just some random guy that wrote a book about his own life. it might have been some NASA person, but there's like a scene in that book where like the boys are, and this is in 8th grade, mind you, so I'm like, what, like maybe 13, 14? And there's a scene in this book that for some reason my English teacher thought was great to explain to us what it meant, but it was basically doing inappropriate stuff. It wasn't actively, like actively inappropriate stuff happening. It was like the boys like quote unquote training for doing inappropriate stuff, but it's like I don't know why on earth our English teacher thought that it was like appropriate to explain to a bunch of like 12 to 14-year-olds like why these boys are doing what they're doing in that scene. Because it's like, it could have just completely passed by and just like not been a huge deal. But it's like what? Anyway, yeah. I do remember reading To Kill a Mockingbird. The craziest thing about To Kill a Mockingbird to me is that I recently learned that my dad, has basically modeled his entire parenting style after Atticus Finch. Which, it's like, I literally only learned that, like a couple months ago. But it was an interesting thing to learn because I was like, wow, no wonder I identified so much with Scout when I read that book in like 9th grade. I think it was 9th grade. It might have been before that. No, To Kill a Mockingbird was 9th grade, I'm pretty sure. Because 8th grade was Animal Farm. At my school, we did Animal Farm instead of Anne Frank. What am I doing? I need gray. I need light gray dye. Do I have light gray dye in here? No. Which means I need the flowers. I'm gonna go pick some flowers, y'all. Yeah, interesting thing to learn about my dad is that he, like, modeled his parenting style after Atticus Finch, which was kind of crazy. You know, definitely not, definitely not, like, definitely not a bad thing. Like, it was just an interesting thing to learn. It's like, I learned that, and then suddenly a lot of things that my dad did made a lot of sense. But I had to read, there were a lot of books that I was supposed to read in school, and then there were a lot of books that there were some that I actually read, and there were some that I didn't read. I think the first book that I read as part of a school thing that I actually liked was, A Wrinkle in Time. Which is a really, like, I still, like, have fond memories of that book, but I don't think I'd be able to tell you, like, I don't think I'd be able to give you a synopsis. I remember that there's something about, like, the girl's dad goes missing, and she, like, goes on a journey with her brother, and it's real weird. And then there's, like, some sort of thing with, like, a hive mind brain, and she, like, messes up the hive mind brain by doing calculus or something? I don't know. I don't remember. It was a wild ride. But I liked A Wrinkle in Time, and then the next book that I read for a school thing that I actually liked was The Outsiders. The Outsiders is a really good book. And then October Sky kind of bored me, but I did actually read it. I did not actually read Fahrenheit 451 when I was in school. I did go back and read it later. That is a very good book, and I regret not reading it when I was in school. Very good, incredibly relevant to today, just in general. Yeah, did enjoy Fahrenheit 451. And then all the Shakespeare plays that I had to read in high school, I did actually read those. Although often it was because we, like, read them as a class and we did the whole, we're gonna read this as a class and, like, popcorn and, like, give people parts and stuff. But also, I actually, like, enjoy Shakespeare because I understand it. And then I did really like, and when I say like, I mean, like, I hope that the people watching understand that liking a thing does not mean condoning everything that is in that piece of literature. But Lord of the Flies, I really enjoyed. Did enjoy Lord of the Flies. It was depressing, but, like, that's the point. Shakespeare's wild, but you think, yeah, no, Shakespeare is freaking unhinged. Like, honestly, more respect for Shakespeare, because Shakespeare was mad unhinged. Also, Phantoms? Phantoms? Phantoms, please? This is, like, the only time in my life that I ever want Phantoms to spawn. And they will not. But yeah, it's like, if, you know, I feel like a lot more people would like Shakespeare if we didn't read abridged versions in school. And we read the full version that still has all the dirty jokes in it. I feel like Shakespeare would go over a lot better with middle schoolers and high schoolers if you just read the— No, wait! Well, whatever. I messed it up, it's fine. I just, like, you know, I by default just go sleep, so we're not getting 2 birds, 1 arrow this stream. It's not happening. What can I see? I'm not doing this. I don't have all 8. I'll have almost all 8. Like, I don't have a wayfinder. But I think I have all of them that aren't wayfinder. Oh, and I don't have tide either. Whatever. Light as a rabbit. Walk on powdered snow without sinking in it. Oh yes. The meadows are alive with the sound of music. I think I don't have a meadow near enough by for that, I don't think. To do that, like, right now. I'm just trying to knock out stuff that's, like, really... be near a crafter when it crafts a crafter. Whoa. Bullseye. This one's hard. That's really hard. If you've ever tried to do, like, an every advancement in Minecraft, Bullseye is really tough. I think probably the easiest way to do Bullseye is to shoot straight down at it from from 30 blocks up, instead of trying to shoot at it horizontally. Country load, take me home to the place I belong. And then for some reason there's, like, 7 more hostile monsters that I haven't killed. I know what 3 of them are, maybe 4. I don't know if I've killed the Phantom or not. I think I haven't. Yeah, because the Elder Guardian, the regular Guardian, the Ravager, the Phantom, probably the Parched, and a Stray. I don't know if I've killed a Stray. I don't know if there's anything else that spawns with raids that's, like, unique to raids. Because I think it's just the Ravager. Because I've killed Evokers and Vex from the Woodland Mansions. Does a zombie Nautilus count as a hostile monster? As a hostile mob? Only managed Bullseye once so far. Yeah, I've only ever done it once too. I was, like, deliberately going for every achievement. And that's a rough one. And 2 birds, 1 arrow is pretty tough too. And then I don't have a trident yet. I need to get a trident. I particularly want a Riptide trident, because I think Riptide is just really cool and fun to have. Okay, we need to get more of the things what produce light gray dye. No, it doesn't? Ah. But I definitely, like, purposely read, well, I guess not necessarily purposely, but I did, read, like, way outside my grade level. Like, I've always, like, kind of read way outside my grade level. It's just, when I was younger, I did not have the attention span for, like, sitting down and reading. Although I probably would, well, I did if it was a book that I liked. Because, you know, like, some kids, as, like, little kids, it's like, they won't even try something, like, a food if they think they're not gonna like it. It's kind of like, I was kind of like that with books, where it's like, I wouldn't really give it, like, an actual, like, good chance unless I thought that unless I already thought that I was gonna like it. And if I didn't think that I was gonna like it, I wouldn't even bother to, like, try to read it. And then, you know, of course, older Peanut comes across and like, actually, like, fully reads stuff. My favorite reading genre, I do really like some fantasy. I'm currently reading, I think it's, like, the 5th book in the Dresden Files series. And I just recently got done with, what there currently is of the, pardon my language, it's the name of the series, but I am a family-friendly streamer. It is called the Gentleman Bastard Sequence. The first book is called The Lies of Locke Lamora, and currently there's only 3 books out. But very good series if you like, definitely somewhat more mature themes. It's a little bit more low magic than what I generally enjoy, but I still really loved it. Because it's like fantasy enough without there being magic everywhere. I'd go to the comic book store every month and get Adventure Time and regular show issues. I'd also get cheap manga off the front shelf at the shop, and I'd read them over and over. The first Naruto volume and the first Bleach omnibus hundreds of times. Now I've heard people say that or I've seen occasionally people on the internet say that their parents would, like, get onto them for reading too much, and I'm like, that's just, like, oh, that's such a, like, modern that's such a modern problem. And I think that probably there were probably definitely people that were like, oh, you read too much back in, like, the Victorian era and stuff, where they were like, oh, you should be focusing on like, finding a husband and not reading a ton. But it's like, you know, what else do they have to do for free time? What else do they have to do in their free time? It's really like the arts or reading. But yeah, I am on a little bit of a journey to try and read the classics, and so what I'm kind of doing is, I'll have, like, my classic book that I'm working on that I'll read at home, and then I have my, like, for fun book that I read when I'm, like, out and about. And that makes it so that, like, you know, when I'm relaxing at home, because usually when I'm out and about, I don't want something that I have to think about. I guess, or, like, when I'm at work, because, like, I have the Dresden Files book in my car, and, like, I read it when I'm on my lunch break, and it's like, I wouldn't want to read, like, the Odyssey while I'm on my lunch break. I would much prefer to read something that's a little, like, not that the Dresden Files is necessarily lighter, because it is kind of like a, like, mystery horror-ish, but it's not, like, it's not as, I guess, cerebral? I don't know. I don't want to say it, this is big words, you know, it's not as, like, man, you know, not as, yeah, not as dense. That's a good, yeah. I think that's the word I was looking for. And, like, not that, because some classics are denser than others, like, and some classics, some people will, say that they consider to be denser than classics that, like, you might think are, you know, like, one person, like, I don't think that Shakespeare is dense, necessarily. Like, once you get to the point where you can kinda understand the language, it's relatively simple. But yeah, I'd say fantasy, and particularly, high fantasy. And definitely, like, steering clear of grimdark, because there's a lot of fantasy, and definitely a lot of sci-fi. Sci-fi has super fallen for the grimdark, and I'm just not a fan of, like, I'm not a fan of doom and gloom all the time. I want lightheartedness, I want whimsy, I want magic. And and there are some things that toe the line, like Arcane, Arcane kind of toes the line. But I think, like, the writers for League of Legends have done a very good job of creating a world that is able to do, that's able to be simultaneously grimdark and whimsical. If you like whimsy and magic, have you tried Legends and Lattes? Is that is it a book or a show or a game? I have not heard of it. Or I might have heard the name kind of rings a bell. I did not need nearly as much glass as I thought I would. On going back there. It's a book by Travis Baldree. I will write that down. I will write that down because it seems like a good time. I am currently, I read the first 2 books of the Stormlight Archive and took a break, and I'm still taking a break. And then I'm kind of just reading the Dresden Files books as I get my hands on them, because I prefer buying books used than new, mainly because it's a lot cheaper to do that than to buy a brand new book. I need, like, all of the soul sand that I have in my possession. Which I think is over here. I don't know if soul soil works the same way with soul speed. Does soil give you soul speed? Also on a break from Stormlight, yeah. I read Wave Kings and I read Words of Radiance, and I was like, I need a break from this, because it's a lot. There's, you know... And now I do feel like the satisfaction that you get from finishing a Stormlight book is greater because they are so large, but I don't think it's greater enough that I'm like, I can't just, like, power through, like, all 5 of those books. Okay. I don't... You know what? I have a building world. And I think I have soul speed boots on me. Yes. So is this... No. So this is the... Yeah, but the soil. Will the soil do the same thing? Oh, it will. Okay, that is the preferable solution. Because the soul soil will not slow me down. Soul soil will not slow me down the way that the soul sand will. But yeah, I am, I've read the first Mistborn. I have not read the, I've not read any more of Mistborn. I don't know, Fluff, if you happen to watch, Hermitcraft at all. But B-Dubs, B-double-O is building the Shattered Plains. Which I'm very excited about. It's too thick to just power through. Absolutely. I even read them as audiobooks. Each book was like 50 hours. Yeah, that's a lot. So I can't do audiobooks because I am hearing impaired. Which is part of the reason why I have little subtitles down at the bottom. Is because I do, have a disability. So yeah, and it is, I will definitely sometimes comment on, like, how games handle, how certain games handle subtitling. Like, probably my biggest issue with parity between Java and Bedrock is that in Java, when you walk around, when you're walking around, and it says footsteps, it subtitles for your own footsteps. Goodness gracious. That's my guest farm. But it will, in Bedrock, there is an option to make it not, subtitle sounds that your character, like, that your player makes. And in Java, that option does not exist. Hello? Can I... Bro! So, if I ever do, read an audiobook, it's usually an audiobook of a book that I've already read. Like, I've already read, like, the actual book part. Because otherwise, I usually can't hear. Valid consume media in whatever way works for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do believe, if I remember correctly... Ooh, yeah, there's lava there. Mostly read on commutes, and I get carsick if I try to read words, so I listen to audiobooks instead. That is fair. I also will get carsick, but generally, I have found that, that eating helps with car sickness. I don't know if that could possibly be a potential solution for you. I don't know. Everyone's different. But I've found that, like, if I start to feel car sick and then I, like, eat something, then I'm usually pretty okay. Or hydrate, because car sickness is a form of motion sickness. And hydration does help with that, as well. Heard that from others, but it's never worked for me. Ah, oh, so sad. But yeah, absolutely. Like, consume media in whatever way you enjoy to. Hooray. I have, like less than 5% of one tunnel done. Thankfully, I can very easily get blocks of quartz from my villagers. I really just want to get, like, a section of one tunnel built, just so I have something to copy. I think one thing that I'm doing is Blackstone? Now maybe hold on. We're going back to the building world. Because I think I did something over here. Where I did, like, so there's the purple concrete. Ew. So pearlescent frog light, purple concrete, and it's like 4, and then another pearlescent frog light, and then this, I wanted this to be actually the glass, so at all points I can look down into the nether proper. And then I haven't really thought about the walls yet, but the walls are not as important as the floor to me. So I need my pearlescent frog lights, and I need... Oh, there's a tiny zone. Are you gonna... No! Okay. Ow. Okay, wait, you don't hurt, like, at all. Bro, you don't do any damage. Coolio. But yeah, actually, my mega build here is based off of that, the city in the Lies of Loch Lamora. The city is called Kaymore, and I'm starting here with the 5 towers, which are these 5 giant glass towers, that are sitting on a plateau overlooking this, like, almost like Renaissance Venice sort of vibe city. And I can't wait to actually terraform this plateau cliff, because that'll be very nice. Okay, I do need blackstone, but I don't think I have any lying around. Oh, I have those. I have that. That might be the extent of that's the extent of the blackstone I have lying around. Which is unfortunate. Well, what I do need is the pearlescent frog lights. And I need the glass again. Because there are other means of obtaining blackstone. Oh, yeah. I do want to fill this in. Because... Okay, I want to figure this out later. Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. Boop. And boop. Oh, no. Okay, that works. Yay. Okay. Must acquire Blackstone. I don't have any... Blah. Okay, well, maybe I can get, some stairs specifically. I do need to do this. So, that, nope, that, and that. And the... I already forgot. I already forgot. Dang it. No, it's the purple concrete. It's the purple concrete. And my PNG tuber is gonna lag just a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. 4, boop. Okay. I am fine with this. We're gonna go this way. Because there's a bastion right here. And this is a great place to acquire Blackstone. Probably eventually just end up tearing down this entire bastion to get Blackstone bricks. Except that I am working on a piglin bartering farm, so after I get that up and running, I probably will not have as much need for tearing pieces out of this particular bastion. Okay. I have a decent amount. Oh, it's gonna be a lot easier to land on here now. Well, because it's bigger. No, darn it. Well, you know, right after I said that, it suddenly became significantly harder. There's another baby Zoglin? How does this keep happening? Well, it's because they go through the portal on accident and then they end up turning into zombies. Okay, stairs. And the stairs. That guy can sit there and despawn. We can go back. I need the purple concrete. I have 7. That's not enough. Darn it. Okay, well. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna need to get some sand and gravel, which is over here. right here. Sand, gravel, and purple dye. Sometimes you gotta fly around and pick flowers. There's one down here. Oh, there's one down there too, but meh. There's a couple down here. Oh, dang it. Okay. Yeah, that works. Okay. Oh, well, it's not... it's not hardened. That's fine. Okay, and then the blackstone. And then here, we shall have... Oh, see? Now, if it's more than, like, 2 or 3 things down into the open nether, then I'll probably just do... like a glass and, like, a lava or something? I don't know. Yeah, like, if I can't reach all the way down, I'm probably not gonna bother to do that, but... Okay, and then that's gonna be as wide as my, like, tunnel is. And it'll probably be about that tall, at least. So I can fly through it fairly easily. And statistical. I might be biting off a little bit more than I can chew here, but... it is what it is. Sometimes we bite off more than we can chew, and that's fine. Yeah, there we go. I wish I had remembered to, deal with my... deal with my concrete. And that there. I think we can go, like, over here or something. Oh, there's like this perfect little thing right here for this. Oh, never mind. It's too deep. I'll go here instead. Oh, wait. This has to be in this, and then this has to be like that. Okay. Duh. Here we go. Is this how you do this quickly? No blast chamber necessary. It does kind of go everywhere, though. Just a little bit. Okay. We're rocking and rolling. Okay, so maybe... Ooh, maybe I want more slabbies. Slabberoonies. Of the smooth quartz variety. Yes. Because I will need a lot of those. Slabbage. Like cabbage. Speaking of cabbage, I really like sauerkraut. I know a lot of people don't like sauerkraut, but I do. And, you know, I think it is an enjoyable way to enjoy cabbage. Sauerkraut is amazing. Okay, so let's do a little diggy dig here. See if I can make like one module of the floor in each of these dealies. Oh, did I put all my soul soil away because I'm an idiot. I like sauerkraut and sausage, and I've had these two, like, cans of canned sauerkraut in my pantry for, like, a while, and I got sausage the other day so that I can make sausage and sauerkraut, and, I got potatoes today, so that I can have sausage and sauerkraut and roasted potatoes, and eat like a true German. As opposed to a false German, I guess. Sauerkraut is one of those things where I think a lot of people that say they don't like it have just never tried it. Might need to hop off and eat something soon. Absolutely. I'm getting a little hungry myself, which is not great because I need to be going to bed. And that's also, it also begs the question of, am I really hungry or am I just tired? Because sometimes I'm just tired. But I'm probably gonna end stream here in a little bit. I just wanted to see if I can get like one. I might even get some stuff done this way, like a little bit more, so I can kind of officially connect up my my hole to the nether roof. No, shovel please. Shovel for this nonsense. Because that over there is my hole to the nether roof. And I would like it to be officially connected up to my nether hub. And this needs to be taken away because this is not a... Hello! I hope you're not mad at me. Okay, he's not mad at me. He's just chilling. He's hanging out. Okay. Hopefully that is enough to get me a good connect up. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do these guys. I'm going to slab lurk. Alright, thanks for the lurk. I'm gonna be going for a little bit longer. Just want to get this connected up. Because it's been a long time coming. Oh, well, that's not right. So I guess the real question now is, do I turn this? I think I do. Because this is more of like a sort of official tunnel deal. And then maybe instead of putting that there, I put it down here. And then we can do, so that would be 4. And this would be the 1. And that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then frog light. So that, meh. This would also be 4, and then frog light. 1, 2, 3, technically 3. And then frog light. So we restart the pattern. Cool, cool. So I want to keep the 4 frog light pattern relatively consistent. And then this actually is gonna have to be no frog lights here. They're gonna despawn, it'll be fine. I have a frog light farm that actually kind of cranks out frog lights. See, because this is technically gonna be like a little part of my nether hub. It's got like the same sort of design philosophy except with basalt. So I might bring basalt into the design of this tunnel going this way. But other than that, we'll probably stay mostly the same. And then of course this, which is probably gonna do that. And maybe that for here. Okay. So that's kind of at least nominally, quote-unquote, officially hooked up. I have a few other things that need to be quote-unquote officially hooked up, like, I think there's something this way. Actually, no, I think that... I don't even remember where everything is. I'm gonna have to go down, like, all of these tunnels that I've dug and remember where everything is. Because I think that way somewhere is my end portal. And I need to make, like, an end portal room and do all that nonsense. But I think that I also connected my end portal up to this pathway. So, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. That can be a job for future Peanut, and at least as far as I know, I don't have anything super important that way, or really that way. But that is a yet. The nothing super important this way is a hard yet, because this way is probably gonna be where I'll have, like, a warden farm, eventually, if I just survive that long. But I'll probably eventually have, like, a warden farm, because my ancient city is that way. And, guardian farm's gonna be that way. stuff like that. Well, hold on. If I go in here, what way am I facing? Well, that doesn't help me very well. Yeah. Yeah, so Guardian Farm will be that way because my... the ocean monument that I have yet to tackle is this direction. And then probably I'll have... something. I don't know. But, like, my mountains are that direction, too, if I want to, like, collect more powdered snow, or, like, make an ice farm, stuff like that. Will be in that general direction, and then in that direction, I don't even freaking know. Maybe, like, a raid farm and stuff, because I want to kind of spread things out to where I don't have, like, everything down in one tunnel, because then it's like, why bother making all the other tunnels? Excuse me. And if I ever, like, find anything cool along, like, one of those other tunnels or whatever. And I can always have, like, one tunnel that's, like, the shortest one, so I'll know that that tunnel, you know, if an update happens and, like, you know, when the Poplar update comes out and I want to find a Poplar forest, I'll have to go down to the end of my my shortest tunnel and do that. But, yeah, I'm gonna stretch. Let's see if there's someone live that I can raid. Got a phone. I like to raid from my phone. Raid a channel. Let's see. Ooh, Game Time with Eric is live. He's playing Mecha Chameleon. Let's go over there. I think that might be a pretty good use of a raid. Alright, well, y'all have a flip-fantastic day. Thanks for popping in. And I'll see you next time on Tuesday for Valheim.